Okay, so now you might think that tying a tomato to a stake is the easiest thing in the world, and it is, but the one major rookie mistake people make is that they lash the poor tomato to the stake, all right? So that's not what we're doing. All you need to do is just tie the tomato gently to the stake so they can move in the wind and it's just up off the ground. It's not a question of, as I said, lashing it tight to the stake. So it's not like that. It's just simply placing the tie around the main stem, and then we're doing a figure of 8. All that means is that when we tie it, the tie, in this case, really soft jolly string, or whatever it's called, we're just crossing. So, and we'll give you a close-up of that as well. Now, when a tomato is really growing well, like this one, it's really firm, it's not flopping now, it's quite upright, you don't have to tie it down too low, but so I'm going to do it about midway, and crossed over, so it's a figure of 8. You do any old knot here, doesn't matter, and you can see that it's still a good 10-12 centimeters away from the stake, plenty of ability to move, so it's not lashed against the stake. And then we could probably sneak in another one. So here we have a combo of the tie and the string, and I'm doing it just below the flower buds so they don't rub against the flowers. So I'm not lashing the flowers either. And again, very gentle. Oops, a little bit of lashing going on. But yeah, still plenty of movement. Actually, it is, probably didn't even need to do it as much as I did, but that's going to be fine. And so now it's pruned for now, and it is tied. So now, as it starts to get a bit taller, it won't flop, and it'll gradually head up the stake. Now we're heading into colder weather or cooler weather. So again, we're planting out of season, but I think this tomato will at least get about this high if the weather continues to be mild. It might even hit the top of the stake, who knows? So, now Georgie, I might get you to come in and just show this up close. Yeah, so you can see the figure of 8 ties there pretty clearly. And it's all just guiding it up the stake.